Hi, my name is Yusef Marshall. This is my story about how I got from death to life. I was born and raised in the inner city, in the mean streets of New York City. Everything around me was negative. Everything was dangerous and poison to a kid like me with no father in the household and a mother that worked 2 jobs and went to school. I was what they call a latchkey kid, and I basically fended for myself, but cooking and making sure that I went to bed on time and all the things that were probably too much responsibility for a kid my age. But in all of those things, all the troubles that I went through dealing with gangs and drugs and a lot of the things that can cause somebody that young to be tripped up, I really felt like my life was empty and meaningless and didn't have any purpose. I always asked myself the question, why was I here? Why was I created? I went to church with my mom every Sunday, but it was a religious move. It was nothing about it that was significant that kind of stayed with me. It was just something that we did because, maybe something bad would happen to us if we didn't go to church. We get struck by lightning or something. I don't know, but we did that, and it never really held any value for me, any real significance for me. And one day I was in a situation where I got caught up with some wrong people, and I joined for lack of a better word, I will call it a cult, I guess. It was an Islamic-based religion, but it was basically a cult, a cult that uses scriptures. And I tried to find, my purpose and my meaning in that situation, but I kind of made that decision out of the voids in my life and not because of anything solid. And I was with them for a few years, and I saw some horrible things with my own eyes. I saw some demonic things, and I realized that if the God that made me is a God of love, I'm surrounded by hate, I'm probably in the wrong place. So I left, and one day I was the victim of an armed robbery. And I came out with all of my money and everything that I owned that was precious, but most of all, my life. And I looked to God right on the front steps of my mom's house in Brooklyn, and I said, God, if you're real, I need you to bring me out. I can't live the way I am anymore. I have to do better than what I'm doing. So I need you to bring me out, show me that you're real. And I was eventually introduced to my wife of 19 years and to Jesus Christ, almost simultaneously. And I've been walking with him ever since. I found that wanting to know him and know if he was real was the easy part, but chasing him every day of my life, desiring to be more like him, that took more sacrifice and it took more commitment. Being a father of 3 grown daughters and a papa now to 6 little grandchildren, I realized how important it is that souls get what they need while they're young. The Bible says in Proverbs 22 that we're to train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they're older, they won't depart from it. And those times are so critical. So I just want to encourage everybody that's listening to this story, that's hearing it, wherever you're hearing it at, be encouraged that God loves you, he hasn't forgotten about you. If he could save me, a crazy guy from Brooklyn, New York, I'm pretty sure that he can take care of you from where you come from and what you've been through. So take care of yourself, take care of your children, train them up in the way of the Lord, and they will definitely be blessed. I know I am.